Welcome to Techno Learning. This is part second in which we have to design our layout that is present in the activity underscore main.xml. So first of all, delete that text view and we have to modify this constraint layout also. So we just remove it, and in place of this we have to add a coordinate layout. After this, we have to add a background picture that we have pasted in the drawable folder in the previous video, and you have to download that picture. I have provided the link in the video description. After that, paste it in the drawable folder. Then after this, we have to add another layout, that is constraint layout, and you have to set its width and height as match parent and match parent. After that, within this constraint layout, you have to add a image view and set it width as match parent and height as 280 dp. Also, you have to give the ID for this image view, that is image view, and make sure that V is capital to avoid the spelling mistake. And then we have to add the margin also. From the top side it is 20 dp. Then we have to add some references regarding to this constraint layout. So we just give it constraint and to end of, and its value is parent. After that, for the same but for the different dimension, that is constraint top to top of, is also given as parent. So here two things are added. After this, you have to add again constraint start to start of, and here you have to also give the parent. And after this, you have to add a picture that I have already using this src compact, and give the reference to that picture as drawable PNGs. PNGs is the name of that picture. You can also make sure that it is not correct. You have to use app instead of Android, as app src compact is different than Android src. So the image view is completed, and in the right side of your screen you can see that while writing the code it is also implementing. After this, you have to add a floating action button and set its height and width as wrap content, and give the ID for this floating action button as fab. And you have to give the style for this floating action button. Don't worry, the style widget is present within the material library, the material design library that we have implemented in the Gradle file. So we'll simply use that. So it is completed. After that, we have to add fewer more things for this floating action button, such as the margin, and you have to set the margin. There's a spelling mistake. I added the different thing. I have to remove it. That is margin only. Yeah. So layout margin, and it is 8 dp. And here we have to add the same thing, that is the reference to the constraint layout, that is act as a parent layout for this view. The view is floating action button here, and you have to add all these things like constraint bottom to the bottom of and set it as parent, and after that you have to add that constraint and to end of and set as parents, and here you have to add constraint start to start of parent, and after this you have to add one more thing, that is constraint top to top of bottom of top to bottom of, and you have to give the id here image view. That's mean that your new view will be placed to the bottom of image view. So here you have to add one more thing. After that you will be able to see that floating action button in the right side of your screen. So here I am adding that src here. For generating that src, you have to take it as a vector. So come into that vector assets and click on that clip art Android look like. After that you have to search for add a photo. Click on OK. After that click on next. Click on finish, and it is added. So here you will able to access that vector asset that we have just make it out, and here you are not able to use that src compat. So instead of that we can use that Android src, and here just add that vector asset which is present in the drawable folder as IC baseline add a photo. So it is also added, and close it. After that you have to add one more view, that is text view, and you have to set the width and height as wrap content and wrap content. Also you have to give the id for this text view as text view, but make sure that v is capital. So after this you have to add fewer more options like margin from the top side is 16 dp, and the text for this text view, that is the by default text, is select image from gallery. After that you have to add the text stylings like text size or text style, but first of all text color, and take that color from the color library and just type the following, as I'm taking different thing now. I'm not using the hex codes, I'm just taking from that library. It is really easy if you type the black too, but you have to also understand this color library that you are having the options there too. After that you have to add the text size, and it is set as 21 sp, and then you are required to add the padding as 10 dp, and after that you have to add the reference things to the constraint layout, that is our parent layout, and fewer more things for the same. The first one we added is constraint end to the end of and set it as parent. After that, constraint right to the left of parents, and now it is constraint right to the right of parent. After this, you have to add constraint start to start of parent. So in the right side you can see that in the topmost thing that text is there, but after that you added that constraint top to bottom of fav icon, then the text is placed below that fav icon. You can see in the right side of your screen. And after this text view you have to add a switch and set the height and width as wrap content. Also you have to give the ID for the switch, that is switch 1, and you have to give some styling kind of thing, just like margins and the place where we have to place this, as we are using the constraint layout as the parent layout of this view. So we have to add these things using the constraint layout properties. The first one, we have set it out the constraint as end to the end of and start to the start of and to the bottom of the text view. So here you can see that below the text view in the right side a switch is added. After that you have to add a text, that is contains text. Then it is almost completed right now, but you have to add few more things like text size, and behind that text size you have to add text style also. So the text is bold now, and you have to give the margin as 18 dp. Okay, so the text size should be in SP, it is not in that dp, so change it. After that, close this switch. So the switch is completed, the text view is completed, the fav icon is completed, image view is completed. Now the last thing, that is chip group, in which a result of the app will be placed. It is like the you have seen the tag things in YouTube. The chip group is like that. In the end of the video you will able to see when you will see the output of this app, then you will understand that what is chip group and how it is look like. Now it will not appear on the screen, but in the output it will appear. So add this following properties for the chip group, as I have added the ID firstly as chip group, and set the margins, and after that you have to add some constraint layout properties, like it is having the constraint top to the bottom of and constraint end to the end of. And after this you have to add another constraint start to start of, that is also set it as parent. Now the main thing, that is top to, sorry, I have added that in the previous thing. I have to like change it in the line 74. Yeah, here I have to make change, so make it bottom instead of top. Okay, now you will able to add that top to the bottom of, and here you have to add the ID, that's the ID of switch, then This will be placed below the switch. And now you have to add one more thing, that is vertical bias, and give it to the value of 0.1. After that, close it. So our XML file is completed now. So remove this extra space first of all. Then I will scroll down the video. I will scroll down the screen, and then you will able to see the code. And if you are not getting anything, then you can just pause that video and complete it. If you have messed up somewhere in this XML part, then you can pause the video and just check this out where you have made the mistake. So it is now completed, but this button, this camera button is small. I have to change its size, its dimensions, as height and width should be changed. Also the color, it is lighter. I have to make it darker. So I have to go to in project in drawable and choose that IC baseline, add a photo. After that, you have to edit this fill color within the path and add the hex value here, 2 times F and 6 times 0. Then you will able to see that okay, it is not having any effect. Remove this tint. Then you can see that. After that, you will have to change the width as 44 dp and height is also 44 dp. And then go to the XML again, and here you can see that it is larger and darker. So it is now as per our need. So almost the whole thing is completed. You can see the screen is just looking attractive. After that, you have to come into values and in styles, and you have to add this theme kind of things. I have just copied and pasting here. You have to pause this video and add these things that I have added here, 3 things. After that, go to manifest. Also here you have to make change in the Android theme, and in Android theme just backspace and choose the theme from that material component which is present in the Google material library that we have implemented, and go for the material components. Then choose the light dot no action bar. So it's okay, everything is good. Now come back to the main XML, and now we have to code the Kotlin file. So we have to go to in Java. We'll code this in the next video. Thank you for watching.